Okay, here we are, Stats and Mechanics, Year 1, Chapter 11, Question 6. Body moves in a straight line. Its velocity v at time t seconds is given as v equals 3t squared minus 11t plus 10. Okay, find the value of t when the body is instantaneously at rest. If it's at rest, then the velocity must be equal to 0. So 0 equals 3t squared minus 11t plus 10. Solve on the poly calculator. Okay, so just using it. You of course can use quadratics if you want, but you've got this function on your calculator, so you might as well use it. Okay, so where are we? Functions. Number 2, two polynomials, and we've got 3 minus 11 and 10. Right, so we have got t equals 2 and t equals 5 over 3. Done. Right. B. Find the acceleration of the body when t equals 4. All right, so if you've got velocity, okay, we can find acceleration. Acceleration is equal to dv by dt. So basically we need to differentiate the velocity up here. And so if we take A, we can say it's equal to decrease the power multiplied by the old one, 2 times 3t minus 11. Okay, and that's it. So we end up with an acceleration of equal to 6t minus 11. They wanted to know what it was when t equaled 4, I think. Yes. And so putting that in, we get the acceleration is equal to 6 times 4, 24, minus 11. 24 minus 11, I can't think tonight, 14, 13. 13 meters a second minus 1. Okay, right then. Part C, I'll just go up here for it. Part C. Okay, the total distance travelled by the body in the interval between 0 and 4. Okay, so we are looking for total distance travelled, so we are looking for S, and S can be found by integrating V. Okay, so S is equal to the integral of V. All right, and we are working between by dt, and we're working between 4 and 0. Is that correct? We're working on 0? Well, doesn't really matter. We'll find the equation first. So let's first work out the integral of 3t squared minus 11t plus 10, and so by dt, and so s is equal to 3t cubed over 3 minus 11t squared over 2 plus 10t plus c. Okay, now we know that s equals 0 at t equals 0, so that tells us that we can basically ignore the c, and so when t equals 4, the distance of 4, we can start putting it in. That one cancels with that one, so we end up with 4 cubed minus 11 over 2, 4 squared plus 10 times 4. Okay, so 4 cubed is obviously 64. 4 squared is the 16 times the 11 divided by 2 is 88 plus the 40. Okay, so 64 minus the 88 plus the 40 gives us 16 meters. Okay, I think that was everything for that question. Yep, go with that. Okay, slight mistake in here. When you check the back of the book, you don't get the answer of 16 meters. So what is going on here? Let's think for a minute about what is going on with this. It's a t squared, and it's between 1 and, what is that? That is 1 and 2/3. So if we look at the velocity of this graph, we come down here and it scoops like that, and so we get, that's the 1 and 2/3, and that's the 2 seconds, and of course 4 seconds is up here. What's going on there? We've got a positive direction going on there, but at this point we've got a negative acceleration, not acceleration but velocity, which means we are now traveling in this direction, and then again we have a positive direction as we are coming on from 2 up to 4. So between 0 and 5/3, and then between 5/3 and 2, and then between 2 and 4, we should be considering our distances separately because we've got minuses going on there. Okay, rather than just taking the entire thing together. So just looking back at this, we do have the correct formula, so let's use that again in terms of the integration. Okay, so we ended up with s is equal to the integral of t cubed minus 11 over 2t squared minus 10t. Okay, I think that was correct. Plus 10t. Okay. And so if we start putting these in, if we put it in for 5/3, okay, first we are going to get equals 5/3 cubed minus 11 over 2 5/3 squared plus 10 times 5/3, and sticking all of that into the calculator then. 5/3, what was it cubed? Minus 11 over 2 times 5/3 squared plus 50 over 3. Over 3. Good. All right. That gives me 32554. That gives me 32554. Okay. Double check that. $32554, yeah, that's it. And then we wanted to do it again for between 3/5 and 2. So if we do s 2. So 2 cubed minus 11 over 2 squared plus 10 over 2, and then we're going to be taking away when you put in 5 3, so we'll be taking away 325 over 54. Okay, so we end up with S is equal to 8 minus what am I bothering, 2 to the power 3 minus 11 over 2 times 4 plus 20. Okay, ultimately it gives us 6. Minus the 32554 minus 32564, not 64, 54. Okay, which gives us the 1 and minus 1/54. Okay. And then we will also do, so there's an important number, there's an important number, and then we also need to do S between 4 and 2. We know the 2 is the 6, so we're putting the 4, so 4 cubed minus 11 over 2, 4 squared plus 10 over 2, 4, which I'm pretty certain is 16, is it not? Yes, it is. Okay, because we did it in the first bit by mistake, and we need to minus the 6 because that's the 2 on the integration, so we get 16 minus 6, which should equal 10. Okay, and so then we can put it all together in terms of making it all positive numbers, and we can say, so we've got the important number there of 10, and so we have 32554 plus 1 over 54 plus 10, and that gives us a total of 433 over 27 meters, taking the 3 distances separately but combining them all in a positive fashion. Okay,